Hello everybody, it's that time again, Ask Joshino Anything, and also I've got a channel update about some things that are going on in my life currently. So last week I was at Insomnia, a gaming event in the UK, which was amazing. The people there are all fantastic, and just the vibe and the gaming and everything is awesome. And there's also something, I saw a game that looked really familiar that was coming out on Xbox One. Unfortunately, when I played it, we were just against bots because it was only level 4 on the expo stage, but me and my friend had a bit of a bash, but I don't know if anyone recognised this game. It just seems so familiar. I just can't believe it. But what I wanted to announce today is that I'm going to Austin, Texas next week on Tuesday, and I'm going with MSI, a gaming company that makes gaming hardware, so graphics cards and motherboards, as part of their Dragon Squad, which I'm being sponsored now by MSI, or at least for the very short period coming up. And I'm guessing that this event is sort of a test to see if they can put up with me or not. And some of other YouTubers are also going on this trip, and they're taking us around AMD. We're seeing stuff about Ryzen and some of the things that are coming forwards on AMD's side, and also checking out some more of MSI's products. Now, whenever I do a sponsorship, I don't like to do something that I'm not happy about, and this time it's probably the perfect sponsorship for me. I've been using MSI products since I was very young, buying graphics cards and things like that because the RMA in the UK was very good, and I've stuck with the hardware ever since. And then thankfully they saw my old video, which was a build video, saw I was a YouTuber, and started sending me stuff to review, which I did as a hobby, and then now it's turned into a sponsorship, which is actually more to do with the fact that I'm a gamer, and I guess they're happy for me to be one of the people that represents their brand. And if people didn't know, in the past few weeks there's been a lot of drama on YouTube about videos going on to videos that sponsors aren't happy with. And if you've seen PewDiePie or any of those YouTube channels, you'll know that basically a lot of the advertisers pulled out after newspapers, I use the term very lightly, as news started bringing out stories about ads being inappropriately put onto channels. The real effect on YouTubers like me who do this as a full-time job is that a lot of my videos in the past few weeks didn't have ads on them when people who didn't have an ad blocker or anything like that were watching them. And real talk now, it actually really hit my last month's monetization of my channel, almost a third of what I made in the month before on the same amount of views, because I get roughly 1 million to 1.5 million views every month now, and it's similar views, but the actual income went down significantly. Now I'm trying to make this work, and the thing is, the way YouTubers normally make it work is having loads of sponsorships, but in my opinion I don't want to pick up things that are just random, that I don't really want to cover or be a part of, and I guess it's hard to be selective at the same time as trying to make a living. But thank goodness MSI got in contact with me, and I've got something at the moment. It's just the trip, but a lot of the stuff that's going on there could lead to a lot more, and maybe just stabilizing how I live. And ultimately, if you already knew my channel, I want to move out. I want to get into my own place, even if it's a box. Just I need good internet so I can stream all the time, so I can upload my videos properly, because at the moment I'm having to do it off my mobile, and the YouTube app doesn't actually let you to schedule it to go live later, and my processing sometimes is messy, and it's not ideal where I am at the moment. But this is a massive step in the right direction, and also just generally going to America, I don't think I would have ever had the opportunity to do that for a very long time. So whilst we're talking about this, there is a giveaway going on, and there's probably going to be giveaways as we go through the few weeks. I don't know actually what the next 3 are. I think there's 3 more giveaways. But there's 18 motherboards up for grabs, Ryzen motherboards. Now, if you want to set up a new setup and have the Ryzen system, then it's a great opportunity for you, but just in general, the boards are very expensive as well, so I think anyone has a worthwhile attempt to try out these competitions. Anyway, my last video was actually the 50,000 follower mark, and this is sort of the more realistic Joshino business mark, I guess, video. So yeah, check out the competition, and I'm just going to go over some of the questions now that were in my last video. A lot of congratulations actually, and thank you everybody to being so supportive last time in my 50,000 mark video, but maybe we could have had some more questions. Okay, so this one's interesting. Prayful Mohanan says, whose ult in Paladins do you think is almost useless? Now, off the top of my head, none of the ultimates is useless, but the Grok ultimate is very, very situational, because it means that you go into a mode where sticky bombs explode instantly, you're quite easy to hit, you're a big target marked out when you start doing your ultimate, and also you don't heal yourself whilst you're in your ultimate on the Grok ulti. The healing is okay on your allies, but it's not amazing. I mean, your totem does pretty good healing as well, and the slow is nice, but the damage isn't as high as you probably could put out anyway. So out of all the ultimates at the moment, Grok's is definitely on the list of being not amazing. If it healed himself, I think that it might be a bit more powerful. And if the stars align and everything seems to be right, then it can be used quite effectively. Tom Thompson says, can you make a series for every character in the game, what your loadouts are, why you have those loadouts, and strategies for the characters with these loadouts? So actually I did 2 videos ago, a loadout from Aukey, and I'm going to try and do these sporadically and just basically put out loadouts that I think are interesting. I think just doing a loadout for every champion at this point would be, I don't know, quite hard, because there's already 27 champions in the game, so that's 27 videos, and there's more than one loadout for each champion. I have always said that I want to do ultimate champion guides where I go over completely how to play a champion, but the problem at the moment I'm finding is the champion has changed so much that if I put out a guide in 2 weeks, it might actually be irrelevant. So these loadout videos that I've done are kind of more relevant for a shorter period. Demon Gaming question, what would you suggest the best way to coach and train with a team that you are a leader of? Honestly, I'm not a professional coach or anything, so I can't give any insight there, but I've always felt that being positive whilst being critical is always important, so you know to talk to somebody and not get angry at them, but talk about where they can improve. And you've got to remember, as a coach, you'll overanalyze what your players have done. When you're looking back and spectating a match, you can see all the entries that a player could have taken and that they've missed several of these opportunities. Say if somebody's out of position, and you can see actually they could have gone to the left and been much better. Like, give that opinion to them, but also realize that in the heat of an actual fight, you often flip between sort of the logic and actually acting on instinct. So basically just don't become Captain Hindsight, because obviously hindsight is king, but not everybody has that in game. So remember that there's like a disconnect between the perfect way a player could play and what you can see and what actually happens in a game and all the emotions running high. Balint Jesusian, oh man, I'm so sorry, I've butchered your name. Next time you travel somewhere, could you make traveling videos, senpai? So when I go to Austin, Texas, 100% there's going to be some videos coming out. Andy McColt, who designed your YouTube logo? So I commissioned and paid a designer called Mushin to do my logo and my channel art. I actually don't know whether it fits with what I am anymore, and I've been asking people what channel art I should have and what people think about when they see my channel and what colours, and I might commission somebody else to do some graphics art again. This month I'm completely broke, but next month when I get paid again, hopefully we can get somebody to work on that, maybe make things look a bit more current. Homerex, what video editor are you using? I'm using Sony Vegas Pro. That's what I'm currently using. I think it's Pro 12. X Paradox Foundation X. Do I swear a lot? I think I swear quite a lot, but I swear as like for comedic effect, or if I'm with the right people. I don't swear for the sake of swearing, it just comes out, and honestly I love using the whole range of the English language, swearing or not. You can use swear words to some good effect. Porn.com says, are you ever going to do a Champions Idea video? Well, actually I've been thinking about doing a top 5 sort of video for champion concepts. The only thing at the moment is that a lot of people make concept for a champion without any art, or without doing like a full lineup of the abilities in sort of like a graphic form. And I think if the art and the lineup went in together, then it would be much better to put into a video, and I could actually make something out of it. So that's what could come forward very soon. 321 Apple Saft? Is that apple juice? I have one question, have you got a job, or are you going to have one? So I used to work at the Citizens Advice Bureau, lost my job because I was made redundant because the government cut funding, and then I went to YouTube full-time, and that is what I do currently. It isn't a full-time wage in that I don't make enough to basically go out on my own, but I'm making more and more, or I was until this whole advertiser thing went on. And obviously, like I've said earlier, with some other sponsorships and things like that, I might be able to make it up. But it is actually my job. It's what I do day to day. I get up in the morning at 9 and work till 5, or basically do the same sort of period, but maybe later on. Because obviously, how things work out, it's a global thing, and my audience is in America, they're in Australia, so it doesn't really matter as much that I start 9 till 5. but that I just put the hours into it and try and work as hard as I can. Anyway, those were the questions. Again, check out the MSI competition. I also have a competition running for some skins in Paladins as well, which will be in the comments. And also I'm going to do a video later about the skins, and Alyssa has given me a whole set of other skins. I'm going to do like the old Kinessa Nova skin giveaway and make people comment in the comment section below for another competition. I don't know exactly what to ask yet. Might be something to do with the newest skins or like skin ideas, something like that. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more of my content, and thank you all very much for watching. I've been Joshino, and I'll see you all next time.